Hi guys, so basically I'm gonna be playing, this is Clutch, this is Warface, and this is on the Switch 2. And I did transfer this game directly from the Switch Lite over here, or if you got a Switch OLED or the original Switch, or whatever version of Switch that you've got, it will actually play nicely. You know, you can transfer the game, but you need to have the game here first, and then you transfer it there, and you need to like pair the systems up. It will give you instructions on how to pair the game, and then basically you can actually you can transfer the game, and then after you transfer the game, you'll be able to play this game and everything will work as it should. So there's no issue with that one. I just want to make sure that this is actually right. So right, the other thing I want to do really quickly is I just need to connect this to my speaker. Right, so I'm using a Pro controller, and the Pro controller that I'm using is for the Switch 2. This shouldn't take too long, so it's connected, so that's all good. Right, so just need to get back into this. Wait, I'm just wondering something, because you know the thing is, when you jump into these games, you need to jump in with the right user, because I think I jumped in with the first user and I'm like, it's not going to give me all my content, you know. So so be careful with the user that you sign in with. So the users on my Switch 2 are basically the same. It's just that the email, like I said before, the email addresses are slightly different, and that's the only difference about it. But basically it does wait, sorry, I just want to go into this for a second. I want to take this off the sleep thing, sleep mode. Right, let me just put this on never. Oh yeah, the other differences I've noticed is that this you know, on your Switch 2 you actually have like a pin, like to sign in. This one you don't actually have that. You don't have like a pin to sign in on the Switch Lite or anything. You just like has the never thing and all that. Right, so this is Warface Clutch. The only way you can get this game at the moment is that you need to have a Switch console. So if you got the Switch OLED, like I said, or if you got the Switch Lite, or if you got any other console which is a Switch, it doesn't matter which version you've got. As long as it's a Switch, just download the game on that one, like a free-to-play game. You need to pair your Switch Lite and your Switch 2, and then after you pair these together, then you'll be able to like transfer the game directly from your Switch Lite to your Switch 2 using the virtual card system that it's got. And basically that's how this works. So what I'm using here is I'm using the Pro controller, and like it's got back buttons, GL, GR. It's got the Type C. This is you can charge this with any cable. And I did tell you this has got gyro. You see, so when you move the controller, it's actually moving the cursor. So I think they call this like a mouse, but I think this is more gyro, because it's moving with the Pro controller. And I did say it's just a good idea. It's a good idea just to have this on. It's a good idea just to have this onto your, you know. If you're gonna get yourself a Switch 2, I think the best thing for you to do is just get yourself a controller. It's just what I think. I think that's the best thing to do. And basically, right, so it's saying, do I want to choose a different region and stuff, which is cool. So it's found a room. That's nice. I'm playing Team Deathmatch, and this is Warface Clutch. Like I said, you need to have this game originally on your Switch, or if you got a Switch Lite, Switch OLED, or if you got any version of the Switch, then that will be fine. And then basically you can just use that version of Switch, and it should work, and there will be no problem at all in the game that you want to play. So basically This is the Switch 2 that I've got. I'm using a Pro controller, and this is Warface clutch. I'm playing Team Deathmatch. I'm recording this with an iPhone SE. Right, so with the Pro controller, you actually have gyroscope. And gyro on your controller. So basically, it does recognize your. Wait, let me just. You know what? I found out that you can actually quick throw grenades in this game. I think I also go flash. Right, let's see if I can get some people. So these guys, I think I just joined the match. Nice one. Nice one. Got that dude. Right, so with this one, the games do work really well. Ah, damn. What? The guy was just lying there. I didn't even see him. You know, he didn't see me either. Right, if you click downwards on your left thumb stick, you'll start running, sprinting. I think there's like a button you can press where you can just slide, but I'm not particularly sure with that. Right, if you press the R button on your Pro controller, like really quickly, you will quick throw grenades, a flash, and a smoke grenade. And I think the advantage here, oh wow, damn. The advantage here is that if you, right, let me see if there's oh yeah, you know what, I actually do have a, I've got the Claymore. Wow. This game is so cool, man. You know, it's I used to get so frustrated with this game before, right? So I used to like just get so annoyed. Ah, damn. I used to get so annoyed with this game before when I had my Switch. I used to have a Switch OLED, and I used to get so annoyed with this game. And I used to think, wow, man, this game is just, this is the only game on Switch that I used to play a lot. I mean, I do like Doom Eternal, but it's quite hard to play. The other thing I have to say is, when you're throwing grenades, when you're throwing grenades and stuff, why is this guy doing that? I need to get into this thing. This weirdo. Oh my god, wait. Oh damn! There's a guy in here. I didn't even see you. Oh wow. Right, so basically, if you press R, if you press downwards on your left thumb stick, you'll start sprinting. You just have to press once, and then you kind of push forward on your. Wow. This guy just, I just saw him, right, and I was thinking, is this one of ours or what? I was just like looking at him, because if he's one of ours, it's supposed to have like a name on top of him, and then by the time I'm realizing he's not one of ours, it's too late. Right, so if you press R really quickly, just tap R, you'll start throwing a grenade. It's like a quick throw. You'll quick throw the grenade. Right, so you see what I mean? If they're one of ours, then if they're one of ours, they'll quick throw the grenade. You can open these things up. You can open up the garage doors, close them. What the hell are you doing, bro? He's confused. This is like the only game I used to play on the Switch Lite. So I used to get so annoyed because I was thinking like, there's no other games that you can actually play on the system. But you soon realize that this game is really good, because it's got a huge player base, and a lot of people do kind of like play this game a lot. It's actually very easy to get into a match. So like I said, just press downwards on your left thumb stick, press once, you start sprinting, and you just have to press once. You don't have to keep clicking on the button. So you click inwards and then you just push forward, and that's it, and you'll start sprinting. Then there's a guy in here, not sure. I just wish people would use their smoke grenades and stuff, you know, because oh damn, it doesn't cost much to use your grenades and stuff, or your smoke grenades, or your flashbangs, because basically you got them, and then people don't use them, right? So it's gonna find a different match, right? So like I said, the Pro Controller does support gyro, and then the other thing as well is like you see, you can see all your progress and stuff on this game. You can also select, right? I think that's a good map we're going to. They're selecting a different map, so I like playing this this capture the flag. I think there's King of the Hill. I don't know, there are different, there's different kind of there's different types of maps on the system, and it does show your progress as well. So if you got things that you purchased previously on the first Switch that you're worried about, and you're thinking, I might not get the things I purchased, don't worry, all your stuff will be here. And as you can see, it does show you your progress, and you see it's actually telling me that I'm gonna get another Claymore soon. I'm gonna get a Bayonetta and a M64. I think it's like another flashbang, and it does show you your progress. I'm at 145, and it says Battle Pass level 1, and that's 150. Then it's saying it shows you all your contracts and stuff, your daily contracts. So it's got all this stuff, it's all in here. It also shows you your mail, so your mail stuff is all in here as well. So for anyone that's telling you that you don't get your progress, you can't see yourself progressing in this game, you can't check your mail, they're lying to you. If they're telling you you can't get your skins and stuff, things you paid for in Warface, they're lying to you as well. So that's why I'm saying don't worry about all that stuff, it's all here. All you gotta do is basically just download the game, and then after you download the game, then you should be able to get this game working and functioning as it was previously on your Switch, and there shouldn't be a big issue about that. But I'm just saying that you need to kind of like know that you do definitely need to have, sorry, I'm just adjusting this. You do need to kind of have the game previously installed on a different Switch system in order to use this, because if you do not have a previous version of this, you might not be able to then have this on your system. So I'm just saying, just beware that you need to have this on a previous system. I've said this several times, just buy a cheap Switch console from eBay, get another version, you know, just get another version of the Switch, and then download the game. And once that has been done, you can transfer the game from that Switch system, whatever Switch system you've got, onto your Switch 2, and that's basically it. That's how simple that is. It's not that difficult. Right, so I know what you're thinking. So what other games do I have? I've got loads of games on the Switch too, but like I said, I just like Warface, because I think Warface is one of the games that I play the most, and I'm using a Pro Controller on this. Right, so like I said, just click downwards once on the left thumbstick, and then push forward. You just have to click once and you'll start sprinting, and then basically you'll start to sprint and get the, you know what, I need to get this at a much better angle. So I'm going to have to, I know I keep adjusting this, it's just that I need to get this like, I can't see the light as such, because it's kind of like it's gleaming off, and I'm trying to see what I'm doing, and it's kind of reflective. You know what I mean? It's reflecting a lot. it's kind of reflecting a lot on my side. Right, I think the angle that I've got it at is kind of okay. And if you want to quick throw a grenade, you just have to press R. And if you press R, it's one of the higher. Yes, I got a kill. He's gone. Right, so be careful when you're coming in here. Try and leave a claymore if you got one, because people do run in there. And sometimes you can actually see movement and then you just gun them down. It's a pity you can't jump through windows, because if you could, then that would make the game a bit more exciting. But you can jump on top of cars, and you can definitely get on top of buses, and you can go through the houses as well, which is quite cool. But I used up all my grenades, so got nothing left. I think sometimes if you're fortunate enough and you're able to get to the back here, you can just throw a grenade in and kill a lot of these guys. Oh! I didn't even see him. You know, that's what I'm saying. The angle that I've got my system at is kind of weird, because I can't see like the way I want to see. I think it's just the way I'm sitting and the lighting. So let me kind of change the way I'm sitting, because where I'm sitting I can't see it properly. Right, I think this is a whole lot better, because where I was sitting, like it's kind of difficult to see what I was doing. You know, the lighting. I'm just saying that the sunlight was directly in my face. I can't see what I'm doing. Right, so like I said, just press downwards on the left arm stick once, then push forward, and your character will start sprinting. If you want to throw a grenade, and mind you that the grenades do bounce, so if you do throw it into the wall like I just did there, it will bounce. And you can also, wow, man, I was shooting him directly and he didn't drop. He didn't even drop. Right, so like I said, press downwards once and then push forward on the left arm stick, and it will your character will start sprinting. If you want to, if you want to leave a claymore on the ground, you need to press on your left arm stick, on your left D-pad. Just press on the D-pad is this one. Press like twice, like that. Press twice. Depends with the character that you're using, but you get the idea. And if you want to swap weapons, just press X and you get different weapons. This does use gyro, you see. So every time I'm moving this is a pro controller. Whenever I move this, it's moving the character around. So I'm just trying to show you how to do stuff. So just press down once like this, and then push forward, and it starts to sprint. You understand? You don't have to keep pressing pressing it downwards. I know what you guys are thinking. Most games you have to do it. You don't have to do that with this one. You just press down once on the left thumbstick, and your character will start to move. Oh man, I hate it when these guys do this, man. Because you see what happens now. Someone might just gun me, shoot me, and that's what I hate about these people. You know, like, don't. He's already dead. He died. Oh shit. Look at that. Look at that, man. Oh my words. It got me down. Right, so like I said, press down once on the left arm stick and your character, and then, on the left arm stick, and then push. You just press once. There's someone here. Damn. I did jump though, it didn't help. So like I said, press down once and then just push forward on the left arm stick, and your character will start to run. Sprint. Well, that didn't work out for this character. And the good thing about these grenades is they do bounce. That's a flashbang. That's a smoke grenade. And the reason why I say this is a good idea to use these things is because you get them and most of the time they just depends with what you've got. So I'm not sure, because certain types of smoke grenades, certain types of smoke grenades will, if you got the red ones or the white ones, depends with the type of smoke grenades you got, those will finish at some point. So you don't just get them unlimited. You understand what I mean? But the ones that you do get, you get like one grenade, you get one flashbang, and you get one smoke grenade. So you might as well use them. There's no point in playing this game and then not using the smoke grenades, because you can get a kill in this game, and this game is lethal when it comes. This game is pretty lethal when it comes to those types of situations. You see, look at this guy. So I got him twice. Sorry about the movement there. I got him twice, and wow, that was funny. So if you want to leave a claymore, but it depends with the character you're using. So you got medic. I think you've got that dude that just runs around with a big weapon, like he looks like a machine. He's got that railgun thing. He doesn't really carry like claymores and stuff. So it depends with the character you're using. So it's not always guaranteed that you're going to have someone. Wow, look how long it took to just take him out. So I think it depends with as well what kind of armor they have. And you just saw that when you throw a grenade, it does bounce off. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, might as well use the stuff you got, because you do get it. You see this person that's just running through. It's just kind of madness. It's madness how these people just run. You say 3-3. Wow.